Some time ago, I reviewed the final edition Supra. I would call it the ultimate Supra, the final edition Supra. But this time around, we actually have a price. It's an insanely expensive vehicle. There's only 300 made, 150 for Europe, 150 for Japan, and America still left out with a final edition Supra. Let's get into it. What is going on, boys and girls, and welcome back to another video. If you guys are rocking with the content, hit that thumbs up and the subscribe for your boy. Let's keep on rocking. Your boy's out here rocking a different look. Kind of took off the beard, kind of left a little mustache. I'm going for like that Riley Green vibe, and it's just kind of switching things around. So anyways, what is going on? The final edition Supra is already here. We're waving goodbye to the Toyota Supra, and it's pretty expensive. It's 150 units, 150 for each region, 150 for Europe, 150 for Japan. We have the article from Motor One, and we're gonna get into it because it's an expensive vehicle for being the final edition Supra. It's really expensive. Now there's also a lottery that carries with it that we're gonna get into it too. Do I think the price is worth it? Well, we're gonna have to read, because the prices, even though it's expensive, you do get a lot. So it says the final edition Toyota Supra is here, and Toyota has announced the production for the 890 final edition will split evenly between Europe and Japan. Each region will get 150 units, and its domestic market, the sports car costs, it's 15 million yens. That's in Japan, which works out to about 92,000 euros in the current exchange. Now, the JDM model is far more cheaper than the same vehicle sold in Japan, and in France, Japanese buyers must enter a lottery to buy one. So we're gonna get into some pictures, but before we do, what do you get with this brand new final edition Supra? So Toyota has thrown bigger Brembo brakes in the front and a Akrapovic titanium exhaust. Excuse me if I don't know how to say the name. An adjustable KW suspension, and those 300 buyers also receive stagger wheels with the Gazoo Racing branding, measuring 19 inches in the front, 20 inches in the rear. It does mount 265 35s, 19 in the front, 285 30s, 20 in the rear, which that is insanely wide. I mean, it's pretty wide. And it, the rubber that we're talking about here is the Michelin Pilot Sports Cup 2 tires, which are 10% wider. So you also get some carbon fiber front splitters, the rear swan neck wing, which is also carbon fiber. The hood ducts is made from the exact lightweight material and can be removed during track days with 4 extra cooling if needed. Sold only with a 6-speed manual, the car gets the Supra's GT4 aluminum mount for the rear subframe. Other goodies include carbon fiber Recaro bucket seats with red seat belts and plenty of Alcantara. Now, these seats right here are freaking amazing. Now, for the price, and you get these Recaro carbon fiber seats, this looks amazing. Now, you're probably wondering, what is this two-tone that you're seeing here? Well, if you go to the front picture here, meaning we're facing the front of the interior, we see that the driver's side has this red kind of like vibe to it, where we see half of it in the door panel, half of it here on the side of the center console. And that's what they did with the contrast on the seats. You're getting this like red vibe only in the side of the interior where the driver is, and the passenger is black. So it looks pretty good. This is the swan neck that they're talking about, which is the carbon fiber one. Looks pretty cool. I love how the color, I believe this might be like a flat black or like a satin black. I believe, I'm not sure what the color code is, but it almost looks like that color when everyone kind of wraps their vehicle in it. And these are the 19-inch wheels in the front and the 20-inch wheels in the rear. And it's pretty wide. So as a refresher, the Supra 890 final edition doesn't get BMW's superior S58 engine. It utilizes an upgrade B58, making 421 instead of 382. The torque also went up to 369, from 369 to 420. The turbocharged 3.0 liter inline 6 more powerful than any BMW application to the date. Look, the fact that they did this BMW mixture of like engine into the Supra, I'm not a fan of it. It's fast, it's cool. People do make a lot of power with it. I just wish I could have seen a Toyota engine in it. So there's a lot of nice cars you could obviously buy for that price, and it says it right here in the article. A fully loaded BMW M4 Competition X Drive is still cheaper than the Supra 890 Final Edition in Deutschland. We can say the name for a Toyota V6 Power Lotus Emira with all the bells and whistles. Even a Porsche 911 Carrera T is more affordable, kicking it off at 141,000 euros in Germany. Now, for France, it goes up a lot, because for France, you're going to have to do a lottery pretty much. And it says, nevertheless, it is worth a nearly 100% over premium a standard 6-cylinder model. Pricing for the Supra Swan is out in Germany, where customers must fork out $142,000. For reference, the regular 3.0 liter model begins at 73,000 euros, while the entry level 2.0 version costs us $63,000. The final edition pricing is definitely not a typo. Heck, the car is even more expensive in France at 144,000 euros. I kept saying dollars, but it's euros. French buyers must win the right to buy the vehicle by entering a lottery. I'm sure you're going to see a couple of soccer players definitely owning it with their high salaries or whatnot. But it's pretty crazy that it's been split into two regions, 150 for Europe, 150 for Japan. That's pretty, pretty wild. Now, if you go to the bottom of the article, it says, Toyota has yet to announce the equivalent of the 890 Final Edition for the United States, but logic tells us that an immensely expensive, it's gonna get, if it comes to America, it's gonna be expensive for sure. So you do get a bunch of goodies for it. It is a final edition. It's pretty cool. It does make a lot more power. Now, is it justifiable that in France is 144,000 euros? Is it justifiable that in Germany is 142,000 euros? In Japan it's 92,000 euros. So it drops a bit. I take it that here in America we're probably going to see it in the 80s or in the 70s. Not in the 70s, in the 80s or the 90s for sure too. But there's definitely a lot of cars that are a lot more affordable for that kind of price. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys are rocking with the content, we're almost at 20,000 subscribers. Hit that thumbs up and the subscribe for your boy. Let's keep on rocking. This Supra is pretty cool. Final edition Supra is really expensive. And let me know in the comments. I'll read you. Your boy is out of here.